Join us today for some fun thrifting.
Yay, we're hitting the thrift stores.
Yes, we're gonna go and look for very specific things. We are looking for some organizational things for Levi's new room. We're redoing his room. We're also going to be looking for a bookshelf for either boy's room, just to get the books more organized and off the floor. While we are there, we're also going to drop some stuff off. So I'm gonna let my mom take it away with what she is decluttering.
I've been accumulating bags. I went through all my crossword puzzles and I'm gonna crossword. Start over. What are they called?
Puzzles.
Oh, they're called.
They're not called crossword puzzles.
No, they're not crossword puzzles. They're
puzzles.
I know. Okay.
What are you talking about?
They're called, okay, I'm cleaning out my puzzles. I went through my office. I don't use them anymore, so I'm going to turn them in and save myself some room in my closet.
Okay, what else?
Jigsaw puzzles, that's the word.
Jigsaw puzzles. We could not think of the word. She said crossword puzzles.
I kept saying crossword puzzles. You're not going to believe it, but this is going now. I tried it on again today, and I still decided no.
We had a short about this, but yeah, she decided no.
I couldn't decide. I love the fabric. Don't like the style.
Okay.
It's gonna go. It's going this time, today for sure. Okay, I have some toys. Yeah.
Okay, we cannot let anyone see these toys.
First, I have 3 books, read 2 out of 3, so that's a good deal. But stuff going back to the thrift store where we got them in the first place.
Okay.
So they're going back.
I had a feeling that would go back. But okay, now on to my stuff. Because we are clearing out Levi's room and, updating it, I just have the sheets that are still in okay condition to go, and then just some pants he grew out of. And then since I've been finding some of my wardrobe at the thrift store, I've been trying to update my wardrobe a little bit, and I found one little tank that is just, I'm not wearing, and then this shirt that is a little too large now, and so I thought I already have some that have come in and I need to keep up with the getting rid of. So let's go head out to the thrift store and see what we can find. We are starting out at our favorite thrift store. It's a local place where we love to donate our secondhand items because everything that we usually give away is in great condition. And this thrift store is good at pricing the items right and also selling high quality items, which we love that we can donate to a place where they are going to be pricing things fairly for other people to enjoy. Now, I want to get into some reasons why thrifting is so great when you are trying to stay minimal, clutter-free, and environmentally friendly. I want to start out by saying that it's always best to shop when you actually need something. So I want to get that out of the way first. Shopping when you don't need anything can be a waste of money unless it is just window shopping and you have that in your mind to start out, which I actually enjoy window shopping. I just go at it knowing that I do not plan to buy anything, but I want to take in the pretty sights and see the things that I want to see, get some inspiration and that sort of thing. But to jump right into why this supports a clutter-free lifestyle, it all boils down to intentional buying. When shopping secondhand, you're more likely to take your time and think through a purchase rather than impulse buy big box store things that you may not really need. Next, it's easier to let go of these items. You're less attached to them because you didn't overpay for them. And when it comes to decluttering, you know it will go back to a secondhand store where someone else can get some more use out of the item. It's also environmentally friendly because it reduces waste. Buying used items keeps them out of the landfill. It cuts down on packaging and extends the life. Every secondhand item gets a second or third life, reducing the environmental footprint of that product, which is what I am striving to do whenever I am shopping, which is why I like to check out the thrift stores first. We just finished at the first secondhand store, and now we are at another thrift store that's really close to that one. Yeah. And we are still looking for the shelf for the boys' room and if we see some organizational stuff.
Yeah.
We did find a few treasures at the last place, and we will show you at the end of the video everything we found.
Yeah.
So let's head into this place. We are heading into the Goodwill here, and they have a lot of clothing. They are also known in this location for having furniture, which is why we stopped in here to see if they would have a bookshelf. Now, we normally don't come in here very often because they are very overpriced in our opinion. We have been to a lot of secondhand stores, a lot of thrift stores, and what they sell here, the quality for the price is just not worth it. It's not a deal. Sometimes you can pay what you would pay full price at a Goodwill. So you have to be really careful when looking for deals. And the quality of the items here were just really shabby and in bad condition, but yet they were trying to sell it for a high price. Definitely not worth it. We looked all around and decided that we didn't want to waste too much time here because the prices just were not where it's at. And I don't know if that's just a California thing or maybe just our vicinity, but it feels like a total ripoff. $6 for this little bucket. Honestly, that is dirty and used. It should probably be worth $2. And I know everyone needs to make a buck, but honestly, this is secondhand stuff. It should be priced right. We have arrived at our third location. The second place was a complete bust. 2 thumbs down. We couldn't find anything. And we also decided to stop by home, drop off Levi. He was getting too tired. He needed a break. And we had a snack, and now we're back at it.
Looking for that ultimate
Shelf.
bookcase.
Yes.
Bookshelf, yeah.
Whatever.
Okay.
And also, these are vintage stores, secondhand stores, but mostly older stuff.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I don't know what you call it, antiques, I guess.
More expensive, but
yeah,
sometimes they have good deals.
You never know. Let's go check it out.
Here we go.
This is actually 4 different stores, maybe 5, right next to each other, all secondhand, all vintage. And it's a really fun activity just to walk through these stores, but especially when you're hunting for something and have a purpose. I don't think that's for sale. I think that's
their structure.
But kind of like that.
Yeah.
Or even something, it doesn't even have to have a back. It could be something like that even, but yeah, cute little art.
Yeah.
Norman Rockwell, I think. This one was 30. That one's 30.
Okay.
So 2 wide.
Okay, so, and how much was that one?
125.
125. Okay, here's another one right here. Let's do this one.
This one was also 26.
26.
But that one was good.
And that one was 185. She said she could probably do better. Okay.
That one's really cute.
If you ask him his opinion, he's going to give.
The first vintage store was a little too pricey for me. I didn't want to spend $100 on a small bookshelf for the boys. I wanted something secondhand, but also pretty affordable. So I wanted to keep looking. We headed into the next vintage store right here, but they all look the same. So it's hard to even differentiate between the different thrift stores. I think that's how it goes for almost all thrift stores. They all look very similar. I'm pointing to this blue pitcher because I have a vintage pitcher just like that. Very similar. It's more of a teal color, but I think I actually bought it from this secondhand vintage store. And I just love that kind of stuff. I really like adding some vintage flair to our home. We have a 1950s home, and I think it's fun to bring in some unique things from the past into our decor and furniture, things like that. If it was up to me, I would probably spend a lot of time and have everything vintage and eclectic, but sometimes it takes a lot of time to find these cool things that you can actually use and are affordable.
I need to measure it, but it's only 65. We could paint it because it's not.
Oh, that's cute. It does look kind of long.
Wide, yeah.
Here. It's going, so measure it.
Measuring tape out.
Let me measure it.
Yes. That would be good. It's like half the price.
30.
30. You'd have to move.
You'd have to squish everything.
You'd have to, yeah, you'd have to move.
Or it could go in that corner.
next
by
to
the
the
window, like I said.
yeah, to the left of the window.
To the left of the window, because
That's true.
It's kind of shallow.
Okay, narrow, yeah.
So that's an idea. You said that was 65?
Yeah, that's what it
Okay.
says.
I'm laughing because you said, "Oh, look at that white one." I go, "Oh, it's a wedding dress."
No, that's shelf. And there's wedding
so
dress.
funny. That's what we're looking for is shelves.
Yeah. $50 bookshelf.
It's kind of thin. I mean, it's good,
Yeah, I don't know.
but we would definitely have to screw it to the wall.
There we go.
We could pick the thinner books to fit
Yeah.
on this shelf.
Yeah. Dogman.
Dogman. No.
Dogman.
But something like that. So it could work.
Captain Underpants. They'll fit on there.
I couldn't help but notice this really cute secondhand table that looks like it's from the 50s. Super cute, but I don't really need a side table right now. So obviously I just let that go. Then my mom noticed these square Pyrex bowls, which is pretty uncommon. I had some Pyrex bowls before and everyone told me they probably had lead in them. So I donated them in the hopes that someone that likes to decorate with Pyrex bowls might use them. Who knows? But I didn't want to take the risk anymore. Then I noticed this lacquered tray. So it's this blue color and I thought it was so pretty. We actually have this same exact tray in yellow. We found it at that first thrift store that my mom and I went to maybe over a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. I forget when we found it, but it was really inexpensive there. I think we got it for maybe $10 or $15. This one was marked at $40. So I said no, even though I think it would have been really cute to have both trays because I think they would have nestled inside of each other. I just decided no because $40 is way overpriced for something that I don't truly need. And also I don't want to add to the clutter. Then we ended up seeing this shelf and that pretty much ended our thrifting for the day because we thought this was the perfect thing. And I couldn't help but film us from this angle. I thought it was so funny to see our reflection walking the perfect angle because there was no one filming for us. So I said, hey, let's film ourselves. And luckily my mom had a towel in her car so we could wipe this down because it was full of cobwebs and dust and really needed to be wiped down before we got all of that mess into the car. I'm so excited because we found the perfect shelf for this spot. This shelf can now go back in Levi's room. We're currently redoing his room, and this shelf will be perfect for the boys with all their books on it. And it's great because it actually turns out to match their color of the wood of their bed. And it's just the perfect thing. I'm so excited that we were able to find this at a secondhand store. And the good thing is also it's collapsible, as you just saw. So if we ever, don't need it in here, we can store it easily somewhere. It did take some scrubbing and elbow grease to get this shelf in tip-top clean condition because there was a lot of tchotchkes and things on this shelf, probably for years collecting dust. And I also decided to let the boys organize this themselves and put the books on it themselves so they can do it exactly how they like it.
Perfect. That is such a find. I can't believe we found that. That is so neat.
It looks cute.
Yeah, it's perfect.
All right, let's tell you about everything else we got. We did have a successful day.
Yeah, we did.
As you saw, we found the shelf that we were looking for. That was the big thing that I wanted.
And it's perfect.
It's really cute.
Yeah.
So
great.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
And it came out to $65.
Yes.
Plus, tax and all that. And that was in a vintage store where we found that one. So that was exciting.
Well, it was interesting because you go to these stores and you see all these tchotchkes and everything on shelves and stuff. I said, well, we're looking for a shelf and I don't think you sell them. They go, oh no, everything's for sale. We sell the shelves. So
ask.
The lady just took everything off of it and we bought the shelf.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
And I love buying secondhand and vintage stuff.
Yeah.
Because even though that wasn't a super old shelf, the good thing is it's getting more life out of the item. And then also you can usually find a higher quality item for a better price.
Right. Oh,
She came up with the idea of just go get some IKEA shelf.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I really want to find something
that's been used.
Yeah. So I can just repurpose. And, that's just something I try to do if I can.
Yeah, it has more character.
Yeah. Okay, and then we found some random stuff that we did need and can use.
Okay, so I got this for Calvin. It's an Oshkosh Bagosh. He
Cute
always likes long sleeves with collars. Calvin likes to dress up.
That was $3, I think.
Yeah. And then I got Emmett. I found this Pismo Beach sweatshirt.
Yeah.
It looks brand new. And again, this was $3.
$3.
Yep.
And then something that we were looking for quite a while, well, not really looking, but we needed for a while, is a helmet. So one of the kids' helmets broke, and then they took my helmet, and then we were down a helmet. So we found this for $6.99, and the average helmet usually goes for at least $20.
Or $30, really, realistically. Yeah.
So that was a good find.
Yeah.
And then, so did I say $6.99?
Yeah.
Yeah, $7.
$6.99.
And then my mom, I saw this, and I said, oh, that is so cute. And then my mom, Kathy, talked me into it.
And you said, what's her name, lady?
So I saw, okay, you guys tell me. I saw this, and my first thought was, oh, that looks like the Pioneer Woman, because she's got a very distinct style. Turn it over, and it's the Pioneer Woman. Not that that matters, but I just noticed how cute the style is. And this was $6. It's it's like a baking dish.
Pie dish, or you can put muffins in there.
It's just really cute, and it's, you know, dishwasher safe, oven safe.
Yeah, you can bake in it.
Yeah, I thought it was cute, and with her saying, just get it.
I talked her into it. Well, you don't have to.
I think I will use it.
Yeah,
I think it's really cute.
You will.
My new kitchen.
Yeah.
So that is what we found today. It wasn't a ton of stuff, but I hope you enjoyed seeing all the different vintage stores.
We went to probably 6 stores today.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah. And so we didn't show every single section in each store, but we tried to get a good vibe of what each store
was. The second store was a complete.
Yeah.
It was not good.
No good.
Overpriced.
Yeah. Junk. Nothing in there was worth anything, in my opinion. And then the great thing about the first store we go to is it has more, that's the one we always go to most often.
Yeah, they're real selective.
They're selective, and their pricing is good.
Yes.
Some of the vintage stores can be really high priced, and that's where we found the shelf, but their stuff can be pretty pricey. And I always see YouTube videos where people are thrifting in vintage antique stores in other states. We're in California, and they have such good pricing. And I think, why are our prices so much more money?
Well, yeah.
I guess it's where we live, but
yeah. But this was a good price. It was a fair price.
Yeah, it was. It was good. This isn't a super typical video, but we thought it would be fun for you to join us today on our thrifting adventure. And if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit the subscribe button to subscribe and join the channel. And we will see you in the next video. Bye.